Hey guys, what is up? So today we're going to do a little bit different video. I'm actually in Wilmington, North Carolina, where you get to see wild Venus flytraps in Sarracenia. I have been here last year, but I did not make a video on it, but I think some of the pictures have been on some of the thumbnails maybe, so I'm going to try and keep quiet, stay out of people's business. But yeah, just so far, at first it's just this little walk, and there's these little signs. If we come up to one, I'll show you. But there should be one somewhere around here. Yep, there's these little signs talking about the fly traps and stuff like that. There's like maybe 5, 10 of them, 13, something like that. There's a lizard.
There's a lizard.
Alrighty, so I'll see you whenever we're down there. Alrighty, so we're on this little dock right here. I'm gonna try not to record people as much, but there's this little lookout where all the plants are, and there we go. So I'll see you guys down there, and I'll show you if we can find a wild flytrap. Alrighty, also guys, there's even some wild sphagnum moss growing here. This is the stuff that I use for Nepenthes, but usually this is where you find flytraps growing. They love to grow on this moss right here. And right here we have I believe this might be a natural Catesby eye, maybe, because it's a lot more taller than a normal purpurea. It's even got some flowers. Cool. There's even another one back there, but I can't really see it. Whenever we get down here, there's some flavas and leucophilas. But yeah, we'll get down there and I'll show you guys. Here we have some flavas. I don't know what variety of flava this is, but I think it's just a typical flava. Little seedlings, looks like. Aren't at the flowering age, even a little good one right here. But yeah, hopefully we can find some leucophilas and more purpureas. Look over here, those are actually really tall. Wow, you can see the stagnant water right there. But yeah, they're everywhere through here. Some stripeless, no, never mind. I don't know what variety of flava these are, but you know what? These look pretty good. Some big ones back there. Well, there's some copper top flava. I don't remember the name of it, but some more flava. More flava. I think there's even some bottle orchids, maybe. I don't know. There we go. Here are wild Venus flytraps. There's even some Sarracenia alata right here. But right here are wild Venus flytraps. Look at these guys. I believe you can't trigger the traps, but these are very, very green. I'm surprised they don't have flowers on them. But they're still, it's right next to a little purpurea. With some flowers on it. There's another one right here. But yeah, some wild flytraps. Maybe it's another one off the list, but let's go see if we can find some leucophila right now. And here we have some leucophila. These are their early season pictures, and I know flava's starting to go out of it this time of year. But yeah, there's even some alata or rubra, maybe. I can't tell the difference between the two. But yeah, little, I think that's rubra or alata flower right there.
There's a big one.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That's my sister, by the way. But look at this nice leucophila. Oh my gosh, these things are massive. I'm kind of sad I can't come out here whenever it's fall time and everything's in its prime, but still. We have another purpurea, little, I don't recommend stepping in the thing. There's a little flytrap next to it, and there's even, oh, this is perfect. Look at all these fly traps. There's even one growing in some moss right there. Oh, and this one caught a bug. What did that catch? Caught a little granddaddy longlegs. Cool. Another really big flava. Look at this guy. I still have no clue what variety it is. I think it's typical. But man, these things are huge. Here's some more leucophila and more flavas. That's the variety with the red patch in the throat. I don't remember what kind that is, but still very cool. Here's a leucophila and a flava right next to each other. Let's see how much this stuff is caught. Not very much, but there might be some morii, natural morii in here. But yeah. Here's some, I believe this is a minor cross. Might be a hybrid minor, I don't know if it's it looks like leucophila by minor. But yeah, hopefully we can find some minor as well. I forgot about that one, but there's some cool stuff coming up, so maybe we can find some some different kinds of flava. I don't know what kind those are. They still look pretty cool. Alrighty, I think this is some alata by minor or rubra. I have no clue, but it's still it's flowering age. It's very small, and some small fly traps right next to it. Look at this big flava. Goodness, these things are huge. Like compared to my hand, that is ginormous. I was right. It was probably rubra. They have more signs over here. Fly traps, and even some drosera. I feel like drosera are really hard to find in all this, but maybe in some open spots you can find them. Here's a little recreational bog. They made little, I believe, more or minor by, I believe, Leucophila. I have no clue. Or maybe this is just a typical minor. I have no clue. Here we have another bog. Here's another little fly trap. I think this is the one I saw last year. Get that thing out of here. This one I saw last year. It's so small compared to the other ones. I think this is even some Psittacina. This might be Scarlet Bell. I don't know if they have cultivars or they just took them out of the ground, but this might be Psittacina, but it kind of looks like Scarlet Bell because it's not fully closed. But yeah, I'm gonna try and look for some drosera. There should be some in the opener parts of it. Still some good Leucophila. Also, don't wear breathable tennis shoes whenever you come here. There's water. But yeah, we're trying to look for some sundews and maybe some more fly traps and everything. We'll cut back to that. I believe this is minor as well. Here's some more minor, I guess, some flava. Flava's taken over this place, but yeah. Here's a more up close shot of a minor. Looking pretty good. Even flowering. Man, these look nice. I might have to get me some. Look at this wild fly trap. That thing is pretty big. It's not like B52 size, but still, that's pretty big. Look at that wonky trap it has. It even has a flower stalk on it. I mean, nothing got pollinated, but still, that's a very cool fly trap. Even some, I believe that's Catesby eye or something next to it. I have no clue. Look at this Morii. Look at that. It's even got some flowers on it. Oh my goodness, even got some flowers. Looking good. Here's some itty bitty fly traps. There's a weird one up front, or up the trail, but there's so many different ones. There's even, I think this is flava rubra or alata. I don't know what they have here. I think they have rubra. There's even that red one back there. Here's some little itty bitty minor. Wow. Look at all these fly traps too. I don't know how I missed them last time, but yeah, let's keep going down the trail. You can see all these wild fly traps. Man, these are pretty. But yeah, let's keep going down the trail and I'll show you all the highlights. Here's one of the highlight plants. I believe this is Morii. I really love the red, the really dark red this plant has. It might be Morii or it might be a type of flava, but I have no clue. This thing is stunning. There's two plants I want to talk about right here. This is Sarracenia minor. I have no clue what variety, but man. Also, there's some of these like bog orchids, I think. I have no clue. There's like purple ones. There's a little fly trap right there. There's purple ones. See, there's one over there. I have no clue what they are. But yeah, let's keep on walking.
Come here. Look how big that fly trap is.
Oh my gosh. Here's another decent sized fly trap. But look at these. There's all these seedlings around in the bottom. Gotta be careful where you step. But yeah, man. Here we have a fly trap seed pod. Unfortunately, all the seeds are gone. Oh, I found some sundews. I didn't even need to find that. Or I meant to find that. We were looking real hard. You have some wild, I don't know what variety, might be tokenensis, something like that. But there's some wild sundews right here too. And look at all these fly traps. These seeds are gone. Kind of a bummer. I don't think you can take them anyway, but yeah. Looking good so far. Some of these really big fly traps. Everybody thinks whenever you go see a wild fly trap, they're gonna be these big, monstrous, but no. They're not even rivaling to B52 or King Henry for that matter. But yeah, still have some flowers on them. Still looking good. Making some summer traps. Here we go. Here we have some more little sundews. I believe that's tokenensis, or maybe not, I have no clue. I believe that's a tropical variety, but these fly traps are just amazing in color. Like some of my fly traps, they don't even get that much color in them, but these are just, wow. Another decent fly trap size. That ain't too bad. The wild fly traps, like the ends are kind of shorted off, but man, still looking good out here. we're gonna keep going. There's this one really weird fly trap I want to show y'all, if I can find it again. But man, there's so many out here. They're kind of hard to spot with all the Sarracenia stuff. But yeah. Okay, so here we have a natural Sarracenia hybrid. I think this is Catesby eye. Maybe, I don't know. But man, I had to go off the path for this, but I didn't step on anything, don't worry. But man, look at this. So this is what a typical fly trap will look like in the wild. It's more clumping and not based on like how big they can get, because usually what happens is once they flower, the main plant right here dies off and it usually divides into a bunch of little babies. So that might be what happened.
Look how big these are.
Usually, yeah.
Look how big
Look
that
at all
is.
these ones. This is about as big as they're gonna get. They're not even maybe an inch if you're lucky. There's still some Leucophila. Sad we're not here whenever Leucophilas are in peak season, but still. Wow, man. This was that really weird one I was talking about. This one's actually pretty big. Like it's pretty decently sized. Like that's about 1.5 inches. Maybe. Shocked it's not flowering yet. It had a flower, but I think it killed it off because it wasn't ready. Here's some, I believe, what was this? I think that's Catesby eye? Yeah. There's a breeze coming through and goodness, we needed it. But here's some rubra, little baby rubras. There's a little purple right there. Some more fly traps. Looking good, looking good. Heck yeah. There's more flower pods, but they're all gone. Yeah. Here's some Leucophila, and I know they're not in peak season yet, but look at this fresh picture right here. Wow. They're doing great out here. Surprised for this now. Yeah, there's a really nice Leucophila back there. There's so many hybrids out here. I don't know the names of them, but yeah, we'll see if there's any more hybrids. I think there should be like Flava minor or stuff like that. I mean, they might flower at a different time, but still. Here's some nice little minor again. Man, they have these little bog containers up here we'll go to here in just a second. If I can't find anything else good down here. I mean, it's kind of hard not to stop every 4 seconds and look at every individual one, but still, wow. It's one of the display bogs that they have. Somebody dented that. But no, I think this is a minor alata, or not alata, Leucophila. Man, looking pretty good. This is actually pretty big. They don't have fly traps. I think the only fly trap they have in a container is over here. And it is very, very tiny. But yeah, we found plenty bigger than this. And I think they even have some Scarlet Bell or Cytosina. I don't think it's Cytosina because the front's not closed all the way. But man, this is cool. Some bog orchids. I don't know what these are either. I don't think we have pings here. I think we're too hot for that, but no. There's one more over there, but it's just another small minor. Here's where we go to the more shaded parts where plants can get bigger. Like, look at this flava. Oh my gosh, this thing's huge. It's on a big mound of sphagnum moss. This is the stuff that the fly traps usually grow in, or some sundews or anything. But man, this is way different than the sphagnum moss where I seen like different. I don't think this is long fibered. But man, some more minor. That might be a minor rubra. Some good Leucophila. Man, that's a good size Leucophila right there. Leucophila and a flava right next to each other. Might be some little Morii seeds right there. There's some more of these purple bog orchids. I don't know what they are. Those flowers back there are ginormous. But yeah, I haven't found, I think that's minor purpurea. Maybe. Back there. I haven't found a good example of a purpurea. Well, never mind. Right here, surrounded by all these fly traps, is a good Sarracenia purpurea. It's not very that purple, but it's still flowering. Got plenty of fly traps around it. There's even a little rubra right here. But yeah, these things are looking good. And I'm gonna do one just for the video, because if y'all watch this far, you get to enjoy it. Hold on. One click, two click. Hello? Yeah, there you go. That actually closed pretty fast. I mean, I guess they have to be to survive out here. But no, good little plant, getting plenty of sun, doing pretty good. Let's keep walking. There's also some of these little wet patches. I don't know if there's a utricularia or anything in here. But man, still very wet and sopping. It hasn't even rained yet. But no, still looking very cool. Their fly traps are mostly on the edges or in open spaces if you come down here. And also they have a trail cam here, so you can't poach the plants, which thankfully they do. Not that people poach the plants, I'm talking about they do have a camera out here so that people can't take the plants, because these plants are very, very, very endangered. But yeah, that's about it for this trip, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.